Hi everyone, I'm going to tell you about Git and GitHub, the differences, the terminology, and why we use them. To do your projects, you have to it's better to use Git or GitHub because when you are coding, sometimes you have seen that you want to save your project simultaneously and you want to have different versions from it. Git or GitHub helps you with this. So let's see what they do. They save when you are actually coding and making your project. You can save each version of your project, and when you go further and make different changes and you want to go back, by using these tools, you can go to the previous versions of your product. Not only this, but also you can track when and who has changed the codes in your group or your own. So what are the differences? Git is used to pull and push your codes and comments and etc. and something like this. But GitHub is a kind of beautifying Git and making only a website on top of Git and giving a nice UI and additional features for you. And let me tell you that they can be independently used, and they are not they do not rely on each other. For example, if you want to use Git, only Git, and on your own laptop, you do not have to work with GitHub as well, and vice versa. So just knowing them both is so practical and is useful for you. Let's see in more detail that how they work. Assume that you have a remote repository, and there are some local machines outside this remote repository. Each local machine, it can be your personal computer or your laptop, has its own local repository. You code on your local repository on your device and you save them on that. Then you can be connected using Git. Then you can be connected to the remote repository, which is provided by GitHub, and you can push your codes into this remote repository and pull them back to your device. This can also be done with the other devices. For example, these other devices are the other members in your team. They can push their code to the GitHub website, and after the whole code of your team project is updated, you can pull it in your device and get the updated version of the code that your friend has just pushed it. And this can be done for all of the members. So here we go to the branch terminology. What is branch? Sometimes you want to work on the part of the project, but you do not want to change the main project, the whole project. You just want to take out a script of your project, a part of feature of your project, and work on it, and you want to save it and keep track of it on it, and maybe you want to get back to the previous version on this specific feature, but you do not want to impact the whole project at that time. So here you create a branch. Assume that this black line is your whole project, and these black spots shows the different commits of your project. There are pushes that have been done on the website, on the repository. So on the second spot, a branch which is been shown by the orange color has been created out, and new features and part of the feature of the project have been manipulated by a member or some members of the team. And meanwhile, they can push their project to the main project, or they can pull from the main project to their project and update those their codes while they are processing. The branches are not limited, and you can add more branches on the top of the branches, which is here is shown by the yellow arrow. Here we go to an example of an open source repository. If you go to this website, to the Microsoft VS Code Python in GitHub, you can see that you can track their changes and their pulls and pushes and commits on GitHub, and you can see everything. Also, if you click on the branches part, here, for example, here you see it shows this code includes 6 branches. And if you click on it, here you see that there's one main branch, there are 4 active branches, and there is only one branch that has been closed and been finished. The active branches are the branches that, which the members are working on. There are, if you go to the actions part, you can see that who has changed which part of the code, and the time has been stated as well. Also, if you click on the commits, you can see the details, and if you click on each commit, you can see exactly what has been changed through the code. For example, the red row shows that this code has been deleted, and the green one shows that this one has been added. If you want to use Git, first you have to install Git on your computer. To install it, you can use this URL and follow the instructions indicated on the URL. And for accessing the GitHub website, this is the website. Also, you can have the GitHub desktop application beside the GitHub website on your device as well. Here we go to the more practical part. I will show you the commands and how the commands work for you.